Hundreds of teachers caught up in a cheating scandal now exposed. We've got the names of every teacher under investigation and which district they worked for. In our next half hour, Rochelle Turner is live from HISD headquarters with the latest in that investigation.
Yeah, this is a story that we have been following for weeks. A fraudulent certification scheme involving several school districts across the state, including 8 right here in the Houston area.
And yesterday, as I mentioned, those names of those under investigation were released, and you can find that full list on click2houston.com. But joining us live this morning is Jackie Anderson, president of HISD Teacher Union, to help us better understand the fallout from this scandal. Good morning. Thank you for taking time to join us this morning.
Good morning.
So it has been over a month since this story first broke. What is the official stance of the HISD Teacher Union on the cheating scandal, and how is it affecting the teachers who are still there and had nothing to do with it?
Our union has always condemned any type of unacceptable behavior, whether it's cheating on certification exams or student exams. We strive for honesty, integrity, and professionalism in our field. We do not. And of course, we're disappointed with the unwarranted attention that this places on our teachers who are still in the classroom, who have done what was done properly, who did their study, who completed their exams in the proper way. We are really disappointed at the burden it's going to bring on them.
Yeah, Jackie, this is something that I wanted to ask since this news broke of the entire scandal like a month ago. I mean, we know that most school districts in our area now don't even require teachers to be certified. So I'm thinking you're a good person to answer, why go through all this trouble? Why pay $2,500 for a fake certification?
Well, at the time that this happened, which was apparently a couple of years ago, certifications were mandatory. In HISD, however, since we are filed under the DOI designation or District of Innovation, certifications are not mandatory, and the superintendent is not certified. So during the time that this occurred, certifications were mandatory.
Okay. Do you think that there are flaws in the teacher certification process that maybe allowed this to happen?
Oh, absolutely. And the honors for certification falls on the certifying entity, which in this case is TEA. Once they tell the district that these teachers have met the minimum standard to be in front of a classroom, the district should be able to trust that this has happened. But we have to look at the fact that we have over 300,000 teachers across the state. HISD itself has 10,000 teachers. And this is a minuscule amount of teachers who allegedly have decided to take a different route. And we are very disappointed in that, and definitely disappointed that some of these teachers are in HISD.
Yeah, I mean, what kinds of changes or improvements do you think should be made to prevent this from happening moving forward? I mean, is it just tighter? It's almost like you go to take an SAT in a controlled, proctored test, right?
Absolutely. There are systems in place, but apparently the entities that the TEA is using has found a way to go around what is required. And that's the problem. I think that they need to look at who they are using, the proprietary entities that they are using to administer the test. Maybe we need to go back to allowing our higher education agencies to administer the test and not have these outside entities, and also the certification programs that are bringing these teachers in and not properly training them. They should be with them from the beginning to the end, making sure that they are getting, not only doing the course of study, but they pass the test, and they should be supporting them until they have come to the end of their program. Our union has always done that. We've offered support to teachers who are struggling to reach their certification, and we will continue to do so.
What do you think happens going forward for teachers who are still there in the district, who did everything right, and maybe for those who are under investigation? What do you predict is going to happen?
Well, and we can't speak to the investigation because, as you know, I'm not a part of that investigation, but I do want to applaud those hundreds of teachers, hundreds of thousands of teachers who have done the work who stayed in the programs, whether they were in programs in college or alternative certification, who did what they needed to do, did their work, passed the test, and are standing before our students. I want to applaud them and make sure. I was a teacher for 33 years, so I know what they are going through. And so I applaud them. And we want to make sure that our teachers who are in front of our students are prepared and ready to do the best job possible for our students.
Absolutely, Jackie Anderson. We need and appreciate our teachers who went about it the right way, followed all the rules, and we know that is the majority of them. Thank you so much for coming on this morning.
Thank you.